Welcome to the story of the Bhagavad Gita, a sacred text from ancient India that has guided countless people on their spiritual journeys. Our tale unfolds on the battlefield, where two sets of cousins, the Pandavas and the Kauravas, are about to wage war for the throne. The Pandavas, led by the righteous, are fighting to reclaim their kingdom, which was unjustly taken from them by the deceitful Kauravas. Among the Pandavas is Arjuna, the greatest archer and warrior of his time. He stands in his chariot, drawn by his divine friend and charioteer, Krishna. Arjuna is ready for battle, but his heart is heavy with sorrow and doubt. As Arjuna looks out at the battlefield, he sees friends, family, and revered teachers on both sides, ready to fight and die. Overwhelmed with grief and confusion, Arjuna's mind is in turmoil. He feels an intense inner conflict and turns to Krishna for guidance. "Oh Krishna," Arjuna asks, "how can I kill those I love and respect? How can this battle bring any good? I cannot see any happiness in this war. My limbs are paralyzed, my mouth is dry, and my mind is confused." Krishna, wise and compassionate, begins to counsel Arjuna. He explains the deeper truths of life and duty, leading Arjuna through a journey of self-discovery and spiritual enlightenment. Krishna starts by reminding Arjuna of his duty as a warrior. Your duty, Arjuna, is to fight for justice. It is not your place to worry about life or death. Your task is to act righteously, without attachment to the results. Surrender your anxieties and doubts, and rise to your duty. This battle is not just a fight for a kingdom, it's a battle for Dharma, for righteousness. You must uphold your duty as a warrior and fight for justice. Arjuna, still troubled, asks, "But how can I fight without being driven by my desires and emotions? How can I overcome this inner turmoil and confusion? My heart is torn between my duty and my love for my family. I see no good coming from this war, only sorrow and destruction." Krishna smiles and teaches Arjuna about the nature of the self. "Arjuna, the soul is eternal. It neither kills nor can be killed. The body is temporary, but the soul never dies. Understand that you are not just this body. You are the immortal Atman within. The wise grieve neither for the living nor the dead. The soul is indestructible, and death is merely a transition from one state of being to another. Knowing this, you should not be distressed by the death of the body." Krishna further explains the path of karma yoga, the yoga of selfless action. Perform your duties selflessly, Arjuna, without attachment to the outcomes. This will free you from the bonds of karma. Actions done without desire for results purify the mind and lead to spiritual growth. By dedicating your actions to a higher purpose, you transcend the limitations of the ego and attain inner peace. The key is to act with detachment, focusing on the action itself rather than its fruits. Arjuna is curious and asks, "What about those who seek knowledge and meditation? Are they also on the right path? How do knowledge and meditation fit into the quest for enlightenment? Krishna then elaborates on Jnana Yoga, the yoga of knowledge, and Dhyana Yoga, the yoga of meditation. Both knowledge and meditation lead to liberation. Knowledge dispels ignorance, revealing the true nature of the self. Meditation calms the mind and brings it to a state of unity with the divine. The yogi who has mastered meditation sees the divine presence in all beings. By cultivating knowledge, you understand the impermanent nature of the material world and the eternal nature of the soul. Through meditation, you quiet the mind and experience the oneness of all existence. Arjuna, eager to learn more, inquires about the nature of God and devotion. Krishna, you speak of the divine presence. What is your true nature? How can one attain you and realize the divine? Krishna reveals his divine form, displaying countless faces, arms, and weapons, shining with the brilliance of 1,000 suns. Arjuna, awestruck and trembling, witnesses the vastness of Krishna's true nature. He sees the entire universe within Krishna, all creation, destruction, and renewal. This cosmic vision overwhelms Arjuna with both fear and wonder. Krishna explains Bhakti Yoga, the yoga of devotion. Surrender to me with love and devotion, and you shall find peace. I am the source of all creation, the sustainer of the universe. Devotion to me purifies the heart and leads to liberation. Those who worship me with unwavering faith are dear to me. By offering your love and devotion to the divine, you transcend the limitations of the ego and experience the unity in all existence. Devotion is the path of the heart, leading to the realization of the divine presence within and without. With newfound clarity, Arjuna's doubts begin to dissolve. He asks Krishna how to live a life of balance and righteousness. How can I live in a world while maintaining spiritual integrity? How can I balance my worldly duties with my spiritual aspirations? Krishna advises, live in moderation, Arjuna. Eat, sleep, and work in balance. Maintain a calm mind through meditation. Focus on your duties and surrender the fruits of your actions to me. Perform all actions as an offering to the divine, and you will remain free from sin. By living a balanced life, you harmonize the material and spiritual aspects of your being. This balance brings inner peace and clarity, enabling you to fulfill your responsibilities without losing sight of your higher purpose. Arjuna, now filled with wisdom and strength, bows to Krishna. My confusion is gone, Krishna. I understand my duty and the eternal nature of the soul. I will fight, upholding righteousness and justice. With your guidance, I'm ready to fulfill my dharma. I will act with detachment, dedicating my actions to a higher purpose. Your teachings have illuminated my path and dispelled my doubts. Krishna blesses Arjuna and assures him, fight with faith and courage, Arjuna. Know that I am with you, guiding and protecting you always. Remember my teachings, and you will achieve peace and liberation. By following the path of Dharma, you contribute to the cosmic order and fulfill your role in the divine plan. Krishna also speaks about the concept of the Atman, the true self. The Atman is the innermost essence of every being, the soul. It is eternal, unchanging, and beyond the physical body and mind. The Atman is not affected by the birth or death of the body. It is like a drop in the ocean of existence, connected to the divine source. Realize this true self, Arjuna, and you will transcend the cycle of birth and death. Arjuna is now curious about the cycle of birth and death. He asks Krishna, what happens to the soul after death? How does it continue its journey? Krishna explains the concept of reincarnation, or samsara. Just as a person changes worn-out garments for new ones, the soul discards a worn-out body and takes on a new one. The soul is reborn into different bodies based on its karma, the sum of its actions in past lives. This cycle of birth and death and rebirth continues until the soul attains liberation. Liberation is achieved when the soul realizes its true nature and unites with the divine, breaking free from the cycle of samsara. Arjuna listens intently, absorbing the profound wisdom of Krishna's teachings. He feels a deep sense of gratitude and reverence for Krishna, who has dispelled his doubts and illuminated the path of righteousness. Krishna continues to impart his teachings, addressing the importance of self-control and discipline. Arjuna, a disciplined mind is essential for spiritual growth. Control your senses and desires, for they can lead you astray. Practice self-restraint and focus your mind on the divine. A disciplined mind is a steady flame, unaffected by the wind. It remains calm and unwavering, even in the midst of challenges. Arjuna, now enlightened and resolved, speaks with determination. Krishna, your teachings have opened my eyes to the eternal truths of life. I am ready to fight, not out of hatred or revenge, but to uphold righteousness. I will act without attachment, dedicating my actions to the divine. I am grateful for your guidance and wisdom. Krishna smiles, his divine presence radiating love and compassion. Arjuna, you've understood the essence of my teachings. Go forth with courage and faith. Remember that I am always with you, guiding and protecting you. Your duty is to act, but leave the results to me. This is the path to peace and liberation. The Bhagavad Gita concludes with Arjuna ready to fulfill his duty, inspired and enlightened by Krishna's divine wisdom. This sacred dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna continues to inspire countless seekers of truth, guiding them on their path to self-realization and spiritual awakening. Thanks for listening, and Namaste. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.